When you start making music, you don't know a lot of things. You don't know how to compress, if you should use this or that sound, how to process vocals, and also how long should it take to produce, mix and master an entire song. So the question is, how long should it take? The short answer is, it depends. And the long answer is this entire video, where I'm going to explain why you're probably spending too much time and you're losing opportunities to grow as an artist. And I know what I'm talking about, because I went from spending 126 hours in a song to around 30 hours per song. But what's wrong with spending too much time on a song? Why is 100 hours bad? Well, it's not really a bad thing per se, but music nowadays is consumed super fast. A song released 1 week ago is already too old, and every day 100,000 songs get uploaded to Spotify. And if you want to stand out and be relevant, you need to be able to make music faster, so you can keep releasing music every 5-6 weeks. But if you spend 100 hours making one song, there's another producer making 3 songs in the same time, so he's ahead of you. But of course, we cannot forget the genre. It's not the same producing a melodic hardstyle song where you need to make your own kicks from scratch and you need to record and process vocals than making a minimal techno song that usually have less sounds and is more percussive and usually is easier to mix. The first thing is that if you are not trained enough as a producer, if you didn't spend hours and hours learning your DAW, trying new things, new corporations, looking for that sound that you like, it's going to take more time to finish a song because you don't know how to do those things that you have in mind. So if you're still there, the best you can do is just produce. Spend at least 1 hour every single day working on music, watching tutorials about EQ, compression, and if you're not a musician, also learn a bit of music theory. And if you need extra help to learn music production faster, I recommend you to go and check this video right here. But after this one, please don't skip this one. Then something that can help a lot to put your ideas into your DAW a lot faster is to organize your sample packs and sound banks. Remove the ones you don't need. We both know that you have packs that you never open, so just delete them. And at least in FL Studio, now you can mark some samples as favorite, and this way is going to be easier to find them. And for the presets, what you can do is just export the ones you prefer in a new folder, so it's way easier to find the sound that you're looking for later. Another good thing you can do is to extract the project bones. I know in Logic you can do it, and I guess in Ableton you can also do it, but in FL Studio, when you finish a new project, organize everything. Rename the synth, rename the samples, put colors on it, all of that. Then extract the project bones, and this will create a folder with everything in your project. The presets, the samples, the MIDIs, the automations, the mixer channels. This way, when you're working on a new song and maybe you want the bassline of an older track, you can just go to the project bones and reuse it. This will make you work a lot faster and also can start creating your own unique sound. I know, these tips will help you to work faster in terms of adding sounds and basic stuff. But what about getting better ideas, mixing and mastering? This is where reference tracks come in. A reference song is a song that you want to sound like. My advice is to get the best quality possible, and also from bigger artists because usually they have the best quality. And if you find reference songs with the same key as yours, it's even better. Add 2 or 3 reference songs in your project and use them this way. Analyze the arrangement of those songs and do similar things. For example, if one song has a breakdown of 16 bars and the other one has 24, then make a breakdown of 64 bars. Second, check what instruments they have, what ear candy they use, when they add or remove drums, etc. This will help you to get inspired. For example, if they use a reverse sound somewhere, maybe you can add another reverse sound there, or maybe you can add a drum fill or something like that. And if they add shakers, you can add claps. They can also help a lot when mixing, because you have a reference sound that you want to sound like. What I recommend you to do is to first get the same loudness as your song, and then just start comparing. How loud is the bass compared to the kick? Let's get the same volume for your song. How much reverb has the main vocal? Let's put the same reverb. How wide is the main synth? Make it as wide. And also you can use them when mastering to check the loudness, the width, the low and the strength. Trust me, when I started doing this, my songs improved a lot in the quality and I started working a lot faster. But the most important thing to finish a song faster is to know when to stop. When you say, hey, this song is finished, let's release it. We tend to be super perfectionist, and that can be a problem, but here you have 2 things you can do to avoid this. Send your song to 2 or 3 producer friends that you have and ask for feedback. If the song has really big mistakes, they will find them super quick. And if they don't find any big mistakes, your song is probably ready to get released. By the way, I give extremely detailed feedback like this one to my Patreon members to help them get better quality and finish songs faster. If you want to become one, the link is in the description. And the second thing you can do to know if your song is finished is to compare it to reference songs in different sound systems. For example, your car, your phone, the TV, or the laptop speakers. But what's super important is to always compare it to the same reference song in all those sound systems. Otherwise, maybe the sound of that system can make you think that something is wrong or it needs a change, but actually you don't need to. And if the quality is basically the same, the song is finished.